OSCAAR TV at the Sunset Speedway, the 2013 Velocity Weekend. OSCAAR Modified's on tap for 40-lap Rick Woolner Memorial after it was rained out at Varney Speedway 2 weeks ago. Standing alongside the driver, the number 91, Mike Westwood. Mike, we haven't got a chance to talk to you a whole lot this year, but I mean, the steady progression of your OSCAAR Modified over the course of this season as a rookie driver, I have to think that it's taken a while, but you have to be satisfied, or just about satisfied, as to as the progression at least of this race car over the course of the year.
Oh, definitely. It's a steep learning curve for me. I'm used to the smaller, lighter cars. I mean, the last time I drove anything that weighed over 1,000 pounds, I was 16 years old. So the car's starting to come around. We've learned a lot about it, tried a lot of different stuff, and it's getting closer each weekend. It should be good for next year for sure.
You are among the drivers that was at Varney Speedway 2 weeks ago in that prelude to the Memorial, and was part of the heat race order that was already lined up from yesterday. That helped you get into the top half of the feature starting order, and with the biggest field ever in series history, 25 cars here today, being at the front or at least in the middle of the pack, that's got to be a bit of an advantage for you to know that you don't have to fight through a full field of 25 cars.
Well, I had a little bit of bad luck at Varney. I was running fifth in the feature, and the car was getting better on the long run. I definitely would have been in the top 5. Under caution, blew a power steering line, couldn't finish the race. So it kind of gave me a bad pick for the heat races yesterday. I had to start near the back. The car was pretty good yesterday. We were moving up. Had a little contact with the 82 car. It knocked the toe out, and the car got a little bit of a push, so it was hard to stay up with the front guys, but we did all right. We finished 5th, so that gave us like a 10th place spot tonight.
Yesterday's heat races took place in the afternoon. Today's practice session happens in the afternoon. There's a distinct possibility that this race today could take place after the sun goes down. How do you kind of compensate for that or adjust for that if that's indeed the case?
Well, right now, I know yesterday the top groove of this track wasn't in yet. There wasn't enough rubber down. Like the mini stocks and Thunder cars just don't lay the rubber down like the OSCAARs do. And at this track in a modified, you really need the top lane. After the super lates run their heat races, the top lane should come in. I don't think the temperature change is going to affect it that much. This track's got a lot of grip. It's good asphalt, so it'll be good racing.
This Mike Westwood fabrication team, it's a small organization. You steamroll this thing from start to finish, but I'm sure there's a couple of people involved that you'd like to thank.
Yeah, my dad and my uncle who work on the car with me, they also help me in the shop. We don't really have many sponsors on the cars. We are looking for sponsors for next year, and we have a fleet of cars to put your name on. But I got to thank Durnan Motors. They helped me out last night with my Pro Challenge car. I had a little issue with it when I tested it on Tuesday at Flamborough. I burnt the rear end up in it, and Jeff that owns Durnan Motors helped me out and got me a rear end. He also gave me a little money for this weekend. I actually got 2 new tires, and everybody in the club's kind of surprised because I've been running the whole season on used tires, and I have 2 new tires for tonight, so I got to thank him. And yeah, like I said, we're looking for sponsors. We got a bunch of cars.
You got the Pro Challenge car, you got the OSCAAR Modified, possibly 2 next year. We've talked a little bit about that. You got the Hurricane Midget, you've got a TQ Midget, Can-Am Midget. If somebody wanted to get it, Mod Light, there you go. If somebody wants to get in on that action, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
You can find me on Twitter at 91 Mike Westwood. You can look me up on Facebook, or you can go to my website, mwfabrication.com, or just come see me at the track.
There you have it. Mike Westwood set to do battle for 40 laps in the 2013 Rick Woolner Memorial at the Sunset Speedway Velocity Weekend. For OSCAAR TV, I'm Clayton Johns.